Mark Bergen here with Schwing America, and today we are going to walk around the S28X. So a little bit of trivia here for you. The 28X is the only current Schwing boom pump that has rack and pinion slewing, and that gives you a slewing range of 370 degrees. So the 28X is a 4-section double Z boom that has 270 degrees of articulation on booms 3 and 4. And if you want to see some of the articulation angles, please go to schwing.com, check out the 28X product page, and we have some nice shots of all those different unfolding angles. Pipeline on this is S2000 standard, 5-inch on the boom and the deck, and that can be upgraded to S3000. This particular machine is mounted on a Mack Terra Pro, and that has 76 gallons of fuel capacity. We have X-style outriggers to keep the machine nice and stable. And as we move to the front of the cab, inside the cab we have our SCC in-cab controller. That's the 3-inch display to my left. That allows you to switch between pumping and driving modes, and also displays your PTO hours. Also show your pusher axle pressure, and you can raise and lower those pusher axles if installed. To my right, this machine has the optional 360 camera system. So that is the 7-inch display right ahead of me. So one of the views we have here is your outrigger location view. So that will show you where your outriggers will be deployed. And this is helpful as you pull into the job site. You can make sure that there aren't any obstructions in the way of your outriggers. And if we just click this button, that switches our camera views. Now we have our driver's side blind spot view. Then we have our passenger blind spot view. And there is our backup camera. Moving out of the cab. The front of the truck here, we have our water pump mounted on the front of the subframe. And we have our 105-gallon plastic water tank. Here we have the driver's side outrigger controls. E-stop button, outrigger push button, and level gauge. Fold down sideboard so you can store your hoses and your pipeline. Back of the machine, we have another e-stop button, and then we have our work light socket. This also has the optional accumulator bypass. So by switching that quarter turn handle, you bypass your accumulator pump in the event of a failure. 28X has our M-Rock valve, so that is easy to clean, easy to rebuild. Takes about half the water to clean, and that is housed in our 12 cubic foot M-Rock hopper, and that has an adjustable fold down hood. Now some other unique options on this machine. This has our red light, green light warning system. So that is that LED on the taillight. So when the concrete pump is in forward, that will be green. If it's in neutral or stopped, that will be red. This has CCI line back end kit, so that's chrome carbide line pipeline. That gives you better wear characteristics. Hammer holder, grease gun holder, and there is the grease pot for our rock valve. Again, those are all optional. Moving up to the deck. Standard pump kit in this machine is the 2023-5. That outputs 208 cubic yards an hour at 32 strokes per minute, with pressure on concrete being 1,000 psi. We have an e-stop right next to the water box. And right in front of the water box, we have a shut-off drain valve. So in the event of freezing, you can shut that valve, and that will prevent your water box drain line from freezing. Stepping off the machine, we have our operator control panel, along with our concrete pump and accumulator pressure gauge. Below that, we have an e-stop button, agitator reverse direction button, and horn button. Here we have our water box fill valve and our water supply valve. And there is our water box drain valve. Passenger side of the machine, we have these frame-mounted toolboxes. So in our first toolbox, we have the vector controller. Second toolbox is for storage. And the third toolbox contains our hydraulic hand valves. So we have our boom hand valve, concrete pump agitator valve, and we have our e-stop manifold with electric stroke limiter. So in the event of an electrical power loss, you can run your machine manually from these hand valves. There we have our passenger side outrigger control. And up in front, we have a 110-gallon hydraulic tank. And there is our hydraulic oil cooler and filter combo. So this is the Schwing S28X. If you want to learn more, please go to schwing.com.